was here at 5:30 in the morning. I got one last workout here, and this is where I was when I heard the report on conditions of the fire. At that point, the fire was 10 acres in a remote area, approximately 10 to 12 miles east of here. I had no idea that it was going to be the most destructive fire in the state's history.
It sounded like a war zone because we have a lot of propane tanks here in town, and a lot of them were blevying, or you would hear the relief valves going off. So those would create a very loud whistling sound or blowing sound. You'd hear boom, 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 boom. Anything and everything that could explode, darn near exploded. It was crazy to hear. It was kind of creepy. We came over to this trailer park right here, which is an elderly living community, and I noticed at the end that the fire had already wrapped back around us, and once it wrapped back around us, it just started torching off house by house by house. They were going off like matchsticks. We had civilians that couldn't get out. By this point, everything was so smoky, I could probably see like 5 feet in front of the engine. So I was like staring down at the ground as I was driving, hoping I didn't hit anybody. We ended up grabbing 2 elder ladies and putting them in the engine, and the rest of our guys just loaded up into the other fire engines, so they're stacked on top of each other. And we drove back out around on Pence, which Pence was still filled up with cars.
At this point, Clark Road turns into 5 lanes. All 5 lanes, there was traffic coming downhill. I had to drive on the sidewalks, and these buildings were burning, trees were torching out, burning. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning, but it was as dark as midnight. The only light that there was the buildings and the vegetation burning. It was just a surreal conditions. This is one of the areas that I drove through, used my PA to evacuate people, and then also just hit the siren in short bursts to see if anybody would come out. This was all still standing when I came through here to evacuate people. This is the most discernible thing, a Dodge pickup. So this was parked in the garage. Coming in through the garage door, the kitchen door, into the dining room and kitchen. There's the cooking stove and a refrigerator. And then kind of the next room over, you see a wood stove. So that was in the corner of the living room. There's a deck right here on the front of the house. We had a little table with and chairs. We could sit out here and, just drink coffee or some iced tea or whatever. It's one thing to lose the house and everything I own, but the most difficult part is just thinking about the life we've had here in town, life we've had here. Bringing my son home from the hospital from when he was born 16 years ago. Memories like that. I'm here today to receive a special assistance and gift from the Tzu Chi organization. As firefighters, we are the ones who give assistance, so it's difficult to accept assistance from other people. She flew here from Seattle yesterday to volunteer her own time, and it's all on her own cost. She's paid her own flight and she's paying her own hotels. It's amazing that people care. It's devastated. It's going to be different, but paradise is still home.